A gracious morning to you all, dear viewers. Huge thanks for joining us on Thursday's edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime TV. I am Eileen. We begin the news with these human interest stories starting up in Douala, where a woman whose name we got as Manto Rose has died after a wall collapsed on her in Douala, littoral region of Cameroon. The incident occurred behind École Publique in Dokpasi 3. According to local sources, the woman died on the spot after being crushed by heavy weights of the blocks, leaving her family devastated. A man in Douala, Cameroon's economic capital city, has received the beatings of his life after he was caught selling colored water as groundnut oil. According to reports, the young man duped a commercial bike rider of 5,000 francs CFA by selling him 5 liters of colored water, claiming it was vegetable oil, locally called groundnut oil. Eyewitnesses say the man's wife attempted cooking with the liquid before discovering it was water, not oil. The victim reportedly brought back the fake oil days after, and the vendor was found on Wednesday, October 26th, while carrying out the same business. Onto this other human interest story, a 1-month-old baby who got missing in a saloon in Mbanga, Mongo division of the littoral region of Cameroon, has been found in Ediki, a locality in Kumba, southwest region of Cameroon. The baby was found by forces of law and order in that part of the country, as Nicole Tako tells us.
Joy and happiness is back in the life of this young lady, Marie, as she set eyes again on her baby, who has been missing for over 3 weeks now. The said baby was stolen by an unknown individual on the 6th of October 2022 in a hairdressing salon at Quarter 3, Banga, Mongo division in the littoral region. Forces of law and order opened an investigation immediately the case was reported. After thorough investigations, the child was found in Ediki, a locality in Kumba, southwest region of Cameroon.
It happened and not been big.
When it happened, I was not around, but what my sister told me is that she went to a salon to do her hair. So she left the child when he was asleep on the chair in the salon to go and serve a customer. On coming back, the child was missing. She thought it was an apprentice who had taken the child, not knowing that it is an unknown individual.
We don't come for salon, you don't carry that kid.
The nursing mother is appreciating efforts put in place by the population in recovering her baby.
I thank you all for how you have spread the news of my missing baby to all TV stations in Cameroon. I myself, I saw the way you all announced the news of my stolen child. I am really grateful for everything you all have done in recovering my baby.
The recurrent cases of baby theft has become a call for concern, as a similar case occurred in Quarter 3 Mutengene, where a 6-month-old baby was stolen from her family compound by an unknown individual. While investigations are currently ongoing to track down perpetrators of such acts, the population is called upon to be vigilant and prudent as they go about their daily activities.
Let's now talk health. Manawuda Malashi, Cameroon's Minister of Public Health, has said the government of Cameroon has taken all measures to make sure that health emergencies affecting the country like COVID-19, monkeypox and measles or cholera are being catered for. He was speaking yesterday in Yaoundé during a press briefing. Bo Elvis was a part of that press briefing and now tells us more.
After studies, Cameroon's Ministry of Health will launch the fifth phase of vaccination against COVID-19 in November. An increase in TDRO test from around 11% last year to 60% this year has been noticed among at least 8,000 Cameroonians involved in the study, an indication that herd immunity has helped Cameroon in the fight against COVID-19, even though the vaccination rate is less than 10%.
In order to effectively fight against the epidemic, let us remain united and continue to scrupulously observe the measures enacted by the government and World Health Organization. So as our head of state, His Excellency Paul Biya says always, let's protect ourselves. Let's protect our community. Let's protect our country. Anyway, let's protect others. Together, let's stay alive.
Cameroon public health experts will brainstorm on how to better manage public health emergencies during an ongoing national forum that will end on November 11.
During this month, the capacity of the actors of the health system will be built on terms such as the incident management system, surveillance, health information systems, and basic emergency medical procedures.
The Health Ministry recommends respect of basic hygiene measures to stop the recurrent cholera outbreaks in Cameroon.
To something else, the Southwest Public Independent Conciliator has called on the youth of the region to join hands together and create awareness on the existence and the main aim of the office. The call was made Wednesday in Boya during a meeting with some Southwest youths. Emanuela C. now reports.
Bringing together heads of different youth groups in the Southwest region, the Office of the Public Independent Conciliator in this gathering seeks to enhance service delivery to those using the local and regional councils through sensitization. According to her, this can only be done by involving youth who hold a greater part of the population of the country.
Youth are very important part of the society, considering that they comprise a huge percentage in the population of Cameroon. They are the future leaders. They are those who can bring a lot of change if especially they go out and transmit information about the missions of this office to their collaborators.
Opening the meeting for effective deliberations, the governor of the Southwest region noted that the youth can only do their best in collaboration in a peaceful environment. He applauded the works of the Public Independent Conciliator and urged her to do more by involving more youth. Instituted by the law of December 2019, the Public Independent Conciliator has chosen to use the youth in order to spread the mission of the office through sensitization and awareness creating.
I expect that the youth will be able to go on the field in an aggressive nature to inform the colleagues who are not here of the presence of this office.
Responsible in settling disputes between users of local and regional councils, it is a new phase aimed at involving the youth every step of the way.
Now in news out of Cameroon, 6 school children in Kampala, Uganda's capital, have tested positive of COVID-19. The health minister said on Wednesday, marking a serious escalation of the outbreak declared just over a month ago. The children, who attend different schools in Kampala, are among at least 15 people in the city confirmed to have been infected with the deadly Ebola virus. A statement from the health minister, Jane Ruth Aseng, says the kids are members of a family exposed to the disease by a man who traveled from one Ebola-hit district, sought treatment in Kampala and died there. Over in Burkina Faso, this week, authorities in the country launched a drive to recruit 50,000 civilian defense volunteers to help the army fight jihadists, the authorities said. This local recruitment is in addition to the one on Monday, when the Brigade of Vigilance and Patriotic Defense announced his intention to build a force of 15,000 VDPs that can be deployed throughout the national territory. Note that, according to a Burkina Faso law, since January 21, 2020, VDPs, when recruited, receive 15 days of civic and military training before being armed and provided with means of communication. Elsewhere in Ethiopia, rebels from the Tigray region and the Ethiopian government resumed their talks with South Africa on Wednesday to find a peaceful and lasting solution to the conflict that has been ravaging northern Ethiopia for nearly 2 years. These exchanges under the aegis of the African Union began Tuesday in Pretoria, according to the South African presidency, specifying that they should continue until Sunday. Now, a wildfire that officials thought was under control on Africa's highest peak, Mount Kilimanjaro, has reignited. The blaze began last Friday evening near Karanga site used by climbers ascending the famous peak at about 4,000 meters altitude on its south side. So far, no injuries or deaths have been reported. However, Tanzanian authorities are yet to comment on the extent of the damage caused by the fire. Let's now talk sports. The technical staff of the Cameroon under-23 team has fired 5 players from the next return game of the CAN elimination match against Angola. This was after they were seen using illicit objects during their first encounter in a video which went viral on the social media. Cynthia Zanyu completes that story.
5 players have been exempted from the under-23 Lions for the return match against Angola. These players are accused of introducing illicit objects and engaging in dangerous games within the team during the first leg in Angola. In full regrouping for the double qualifying confrontation of CAN under-23, the staff of the Indomitable Lions under-23 chose to exclude 5 of its players. Their goalkeeper Bruno Mbianje, his teammates Avom, Benjamin Bielu, Ndong and Ivan Jato, the double scorer of Cameroon's 3-2 victory against Angola last week in Luanda. Reports say these exclusions occur after the broadcast of a video that has gone viral on social media. In this video shot, the day before the first leg against Angola, the goalkeeper Bruno was seen brandishing an automatic gun and simulating a bank robbery. His teammates participated in this scene, which tarnished the image of the under-23 Indomitable Lions. The video was recorded in a hotel in Luanda, Angola. The 5 players who will not participate in this return match on October 30th, 2022 in Douala. Meantime, the Cameroon Football Federation has not commented on this case, while many have anticipated that there is disciplinary sanctions. It should be noted that Ekoy Manfred has been called upon to replace Bruno, goalkeeper of the under-23 Indomitable Lions, in their next encounter against Angola.
And that concludes today's Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. Huge thanks for viewing. The news was produced by Modika, Elvis. I have been Eileen for presentation. Thanking you all once again. But do stay tuned to more amazing programs coming up today on My Media Prime TV, The African Eye. Up next is a brief with Lasha Kingsley and Bomotongina Gladys. Blessed Thursday to you all, and bye.
Welcome to a new world of TV broadcasting.